Stop everything now. Your marriage is numbered, and the blame likely lies with what happens when the bedroom door closes. You are sitting on a ticking time bomb and don't even realize it. The way you view sex today isn't just a problem, it's a lethal poison that is silently killing your intimacy, night after night. If you think love alone can hold this weight, you are dead wrong. You are making fatal mistakes that destroy even the most passionate couples and turn husband and wife into total strangers living under the same roof. You have been deceived your whole life. You bought into the disgusting lie that pleasure is something dirty, forbidden, or secondary, and this toxic belief is costing you dearly. It is destroying the real connection between you. If intimacy has become a boring, mechanical obligation, or if you feel there's an icy abyss in your bed, wake up before it's too late. What I'm about to reveal today is shocking. It will hurt, and it goes against everything you've been taught. But listen closely. It is the raw, naked truth that can save your marriage from total coldness. If you ignore this video and don't correct this course today, you might be signing the death certificate of your sex life. Hello, couple. Can we be totally honest here? How many times have you felt that invisible weight when talking about intimacy, as if you were walking on eggshells or doing something wrong? It's curious, isn't it? We grow up hearing whispers that sex is something dirty or that it should be kept in the shadows. But look, this idea is a real mental trap that steals your joy and prevents you from living full freedom together. Think with me, who had the brilliant idea to create this magnetic attraction between you? It wasn't a scientist in a lab coat or a modern guru. It was the creator himself. He designed every detail with a divine purpose, not to shame us, but to gift us. When we understand the origin, fear goes away and makes room for lightness. You need to look at each other and see God's signature in the desire you feel. Remember that classic scene from creation? When God looked at everything he had made, including man and woman, he didn't just say, "Okay, it'll do." He said everything was very good. That includes your sexuality. Viewing desire for your spouse as sinful is in reality doubting the goodness of the one who created it all. It's time to flip that switch and accept that pleasure is part of the original factory package. Imagine you were given a luxury sports car, but are afraid to drive it because someone said it's too dangerous. You leave it in the garage, gathering dust. That is exactly what many couples do with sex. Instead of celebrating this incredible gift, they treat it as a problem to be managed or avoided. How about taking that car out of the garage tonight and going for a ride with guilt-free? Many people think talking about pleasure is worldly, right? But the truth is, the world has merely distorted something that was pure and beautiful. Recovering this vision is essential to building real unity between you. You don't need to copy what you see in Hollywood movies. You need to rediscover the original design that was custom-made for your marriage, shielding your mind against these old lies. Want a practical tip? Sit down together today, maybe with some wine or tea, and ask each other, what message about sex did we bring from childhood that is hindering our deep connection today? Talking about it takes the power away from the myths. It's like turning on the light in a dark room. The imaginary monsters vanish instantly. Open dialogue is the best antidote to taboos that shouldn't even be there. And let's agree, right? God wouldn't make something so pleasurable if it were for us to suffer or feel guilty afterward. That would be a very bad prank. On the contrary, pleasure was architected to be the cement that binds you two on difficult days. Laugh together at the awkwardness, be good sports, and have fun. The couple's bed should be a place of laughter, lightness, and exploration, not a courtroom. When you change the lens and start seeing your bedroom as a place of sacred intimacy, everything changes. Shame has no space where gratitude dwells. Be thankful for having each other, for the skin, for the touch, for the goosebumps. This isn't less spiritual. It is the maximum expression of humanity that God planned for you. Live this intensely without looking back. But there's an even bigger secret here that most people miss. If we stop only at the physical parts and the pleasure of the skin, we're missing the best part of the show. Because although the body is the visible instrument, the music that plays in this moment goes way beyond biology or simple reproduction. There is something invisible and powerful happening between the lines. Have you ever stopped to think that if sex were only for generating children, we would do it very few times in life? Biology is amazing, sure, but reducing your intimacy to a reproductive function is like using a state-of-the-art smartphone just as a paperweight. There is a much more sophisticated divine purpose behind this design. God doesn't waste creativity. He made pleasure recurrent because you need this constant renewal not just to procreate, but to survive as a couple. Scripture brings a fascinating and mysterious concept, becoming one flesh. This isn't just pretty poetry for a Valentine's card. It's a heavy spiritual reality. Imagine taking two colors of fresh paint, blue and yellow, and mixing them. You create green. Once mixed, it's impossible to separate the blue from the yellow again without ruining the paint. That is the real unity that happens in bed. You cease to be two isolated individuals to become a new substance. This fusion goes way beyond physical touch. It's as if in that moment, the boundaries between me and you cease to exist temporarily. It's a gift that allows you to access each other's soul without needing to say a single word. That is why mechanical or selfish sex leaves that strange emptiness afterward. It ignores this transcendental dimension. The body participated, but the soul was left out of the party, watching through the window. Want to level up the experience? Try something practical next time. Maintain eye contact for longer during intimacy. I know, it might seem awkward at first. You might want to laugh or close your eyes to escape vulnerability, but the eyes are the window to the soul. When you look deeply at each other in this moment of climax, you are generating a deep connection that no verbal dialogue can reach. It's there that the magic of one flesh becomes palpable. Think of the marital act as emotional superglue. Life out there is hard, full of stress, bills, and hustles that try to push you apart, pulling each to a side. Sex is the moment when you return to base and glue yourselves together again as a solid team. Neglecting this is leaving the pieces of the marriage loose, swinging in the wind. You need this ritual of reconnection to face the world out there as a solid team and not as two roommates. Many people think intimacy is just the icing on the cake, something for when there's time left. Big mistake. It's the flour, the base ingredient. Without this sacred intimacy, the structure becomes fragile. Invest time in this like someone investing in the stock market expecting high returns. Buy some massage oil, put on some instrumental background music, something soft, without lyrics to distract, and focus only on feeling the other's presence. This physical union is in fact a reflection of something eternal. It's the tangible way we have to touch the sacred in the other. When you understand this, mutual respect skyrockets. You're not just touching a body, you're interacting with a complex creation of God that was entrusted to you. Treating this moment with honor changes the chemistry of the relationship. Out goes the rush, in comes appreciation. Out goes the demand, in comes the surrender. And don't fool yourselves thinking this needs to be complex or acrobatic. The beauty lies in genuine surrender. Sometimes a naked embrace, lingering and silent after the act, communicates more love than 1,000 expensive gifts. It's in this shared silence that the fusion settles. It's the moment you recharge the marriage's spiritual battery. It's the silent amen of two bodies celebrating each other. But pay attention, this powerful fusion that happens in the bedroom doesn't stay locked in there when you close the door and get dressed for work. The energy generated there has an impressive ripple effect. It starts to leak into the kitchen, the living room, and even into how you solve financial problems. What happens in bed has the power to drastically alter the dynamics of the entire house in ways we can't even imagine.
Have you noticed how the mood of the house changes after a moment of true intimacy? It's not a coincidence. Sex acts as a thermometer and a thermostat for the marriage. It doesn't just involve the joining of bodies, but triggers a chain reaction in the emotional, spiritual, and even intellectual realms. When this real unity happens, you become more patient, kinder, and even problems that seemed like mountains become small hills, easy to climb. It is the chemistry of love acting in practice. Think of it as a data download between two computers. During the act, you are transferring information that words cannot carry. You are saying, "I trust you with my fragility. I accept you as you are, and we are together in this trench." This exchange generates absurd emotional security. Knowing there is a safe place in the other's arms strengthens the deep connection that shields you against insecurities and silly daily jealousies. On a spiritual level, something mysterious happens. Since sex is a sacred intimacy designed by God, practicing it with love is, in a way, an act of gratitude to the Creator. You are honoring the other's temple. It is not profane, it is deeply reverent to celebrate the life that exists in your spouse. When you pray together and love each other physically, you are weaving a cord of 3 strands, you, the other, and God, that will hardly break in the face of crises. And we cannot forget the social impact of this. Yes, social. A couple well-resolved in bed transmits a different energy in public. You don't need to be clinging to each other on the street, but there is a complicity in the gaze, a subtle touch on the back, a smirk that says, "We have a secret." This gift, shared in secret, gives you a posture of confidence when you are with friends or at work. You become a united team, and the world perceives this strength. But for this to work fully, intentionality is needed. Unifying and pleasurable sex doesn't happen on autopilot amidst fatigue and dirty diapers. It needs to be planned for mutual satisfaction. Mark it in the calendar if needed. But that loses the romance. On the contrary, knowing that you reserved exclusive time for the other shows that the relationship is a top priority. The anticipation created during the day is a powerful aphrodisiac that prepares the ground. Want an exercise to strengthen this fusion? During the day, exchange messages that aren't about bills or domestic problems. Send a compliment, a memory of a good moment, or just an "I'm thinking of you." This builds a mental bridge that facilitates physical traffic at night. You arrive in bed already intellectually connected, making physical touch just the consummation of a whole day of flirting and affection. Remember also that pleasure is part of the divine purpose. God is not a killjoy. He created nerve endings. Seek each other's satisfaction with generosity. Ask, what makes you feel loved and desired? Stepping out of your comfort zone to give pleasure to the other is one of the most altruistic ways to love. When both enter the room with the goal to serve, both leave fully satisfied and fulfilled. This total union creates a reserve of goodwill. You know when your partner leaves a wet towel on the bed or runs 5 minutes late? If the love tank is full thanks to this healthy sex life, you let it slide easily. But if the tank is empty, any drop of water becomes a storm. Keeping this flame lit is the cheapest and most efficient preventative maintenance that exists to avoid the wear and tear of daily living. Now, just imagine, you unlocked the understanding that sex is good, transcends the body, and unites you on all levels. You have the upper hand to transform the marriage into a powerhouse. But having the knowledge and not knowing exactly how to take the first practical step to change the routine from now on would be like having a treasure map and not having a boat to sail. I know hearing all this might have stirred your hearts quite a bit. Deconstructing years of misguided teachings and old guilt doesn't happen with a snap of a finger, and it's okay to feel a little fear or insecurity now. Take a deep breath. The most important thing is that you have already taken the first step by seeking this divine purpose for the relationship. Look at each other with affection today. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be willing to rediscover this gift together in your own time with patience and lots of love. I want to invite you to make a small pact of tenderness tonight. How about leaving the world outside and allowing yourselves to live this real unity without judgment? Experiment.
touch, feel. And if you feel this made sense, share with us in the comments. We will rescue our intimacy. Knowing that you are on this journey fills us with joy. But, my friends, I need to take care of you entirely. You know that feeling that sometimes it's hard to connect in bed because the day was heavy, full of bickering and small disagreements in the living room or kitchen? It is very hard to have a deep connection at night if during the day silly coexistence mistakes, those that seem harmless, are silently undermining your admiration and respect. The heart needs to be light for the body to respond. To help you prepare the ground during the day and ensure the night is incredible, I left a very special video appearing here on the screen. It talks exactly about those daily traps that go unnoticed but steal the peace of the home. Click on it with an open heart. It will be a balm for your daily living. And of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell because we want to walk side by side with you in this construction of a solid and happy love. We are in this together.